History tends to follow a pattern. Clear timelines, familiar rises and falls, civilizations unfolding in sequence. Yet every so often, something appears that unsettles the entire framework. Not forgotten trinkets or worn artifacts, but objects so out of place they defy explanation. Some predate every known culture. Others demonstrate craftsmanship that no ancient tools should have allowed. These findings raise uncomfortable possibilities. Either early humans understood far more than we've given them credit for, or something else entirely shaped their world. It's tempting to call them errors, dismiss them as fakes, or tuck them away as anomalies. But their presence speaks louder than doubt. Each one invites a deeper look at the past, not to rewrite a page, but to question the entire story. Let's begin our exploration with the first object on this list. 15. The Baghdad Battery, found near Baghdad in the 1930s. This clay jar held more than it seemed. Insides had a copper cylinder, sealed with asphalt, and a single iron rod placed at its core. In 1940, German archaeologist Wilhelm Koenig proposed an unsettling possibility. It might have functioned as a battery. If accurate, it would mean people living 2 millennia ago, possibly the Parthians, had some grasp of electricity. One theory suggests it was used for electroplating metals. Modern replicas demonstrate that it can produce a small charge, but there's no evidence that it was used in this manner. No tools, no writings, no context, just an object that fits into no known category. The design appears intentional, yet its function is missing from the historical record. Whether it was an accident, a forgotten invention, or evidence of deeper understanding, no one can say for sure. The Baghdad Battery remains one of those rare artifacts that refuses to settle into place. 14. The Piri Reis Map. When historians examined a map drawn in 1513 by Turkish Admiral Piri Reis, it first appeared to be a well-made navigational chart, but the deeper they looked, the more unsettling it became. It accurately mapped Europe, North Africa, Brazil, and several Atlantic islands. Then came the detail no one could explain: Antarctica, centuries before its official discovery. Even more unusual, the landmass appeared without its ice covering, a condition that likely hasn't existed for thousands of years. Reis had noted that his sources included older maps, possibly long lost. Some suggest he inherited knowledge from an unknown seafaring culture, while others argue it's a case of creative guesswork. Still, certain features align too closely with modern data to ignore. The possibility that ancient explorers mapped a hidden continent challenges the accepted timeline of geographic knowledge. Whether misunderstood or misdated, the Piri Reis map holds on to its mystery, one that continues to unsettle everything built around it. 13. The Dropa Stones. In 1938, a team exploring the Bayankara Ula Mountains in China uncovered hundreds of stone discs, each with a central hole and spiral carvings etched across the surface. They measured around 9 inches wide and resembled ancient phonograph records. Upon further study, the grooves were found to contain tiny hieroglyphics. The symbols reportedly told of a people called the Dropa, small, fragile beings who arrived from the sky over 10,000 years ago and became stranded in the mountains. Later, Soviet researchers claimed the discs emitted vibrations when rotated, suggesting they stored energy or sound. None of the discs are publicly displayed today, and much of the related documentation has either vanished or never been published. Their existence remains contested, and without access, their authenticity is impossible to confirm. If they were real, someone either lost them or intentionally removed them from view. The Dropa stones remain trapped between rumor and reality, leaving behind only fragments of an unfinished story. 12. Adam's Bridge, Ram Setu. Stretching between India and Sri Lanka is a narrow chain of limestone shoals known as Adam's Bridge, or Ram Setu. Ancient texts describe it as a man-made path built by King Rama's army to reach Lanka. From space, the formation appears structured, even deliberate. Geologists argue it's the result of natural sedimentation shaped by coastal currents. Yet surveys led by Dr. Badri Narayanan found boulders positioned above marine sand, an arrangement suggesting intentional placement. Determining its age is difficult. Coral and sand only reveal their last movement, not their original purpose. Some see it as a myth interpreted too literally. Others believe the formation may preserve evidence of an ancient engineering feat now eroded by time. The bridge has long been caught between belief and science, its structure challenging both geological and cultural narratives. Without more proof, neither side holds all the answers. What remains is a visible trace of something built, altered, or remembered across generations. 11. The ancient nuclear reactor at Oklo. In Gabon, West Africa, uranium samples from Oklo stunned researchers in 1972. The ore had been depleted, as though it had already powered a reactor. Tests revealed something stranger. This reaction began nearly 1.8 billion years ago and continued for hundreds of thousands of years. That shouldn't have been possible. Sustained nuclear fission demands precise conditions, including a controlled concentration of U-235, something thought beyond nature's capacity. Some scientists concluded it was a rare geological event. Others questioned how such a stable, efficient reaction could occur by chance. Nobel Prize-winning chemist Glenn Seaborg argued the natural explanation didn't fit. The site behaved too much like a design system. If this were engineered, the implications would reach far beyond anything recorded in human history. If it were natural, then nature once created something modern reactors still struggle to achieve. The Oklo phenomenon remains an open question, one that neither science nor history has managed to close. 10. Unexplainable fossils and metal objects. History tends to follow a structured path until something surfaces that refuses to fit. Over the years, archaeologists have unearthed discoveries that challenge everything recorded. One example is a fossilized human-like handprint found in rock, estimated to be 110 million years old, an age when humans were not thought to exist. Another case involves a fully fossilized finger, reportedly from the same period. Even more baffling is a footprint embedded in 300-million-year-old stone, shaped like a sandal impression. These strange finds don't stop with fossils. In France, metallic tubes were discovered inside rock dated to 65 million years ago. In the 1800s, a metal cube was found lodged within a lump of coal believed to have formed millions of years earlier. Some dismissed these as errors or fabrications, but none of the explanations settle the matter. Until more is known, these objects remain among the most troubling puzzles ever pulled from the ground, offering no easy answers and no clear place in time. 9. The 2.8 billion-year-old spheres. Inside deep South African mines, workers uncovered smooth metallic spheres encased in pyrophyllite rock dating back 2.8 billion years. These objects, now called Klerksdorp spheres, feature precise grooves and nearly perfect symmetry. According to curator Rolf Marx, the surfaces are so hard that even steel tools fail to scratch them. Scientists are divided on how they formed. Some believe they are natural concretions created by mineral buildup over immense geological time. Others point to their near-perfect shape and uniform markings as signs of artificial origin. Similar formations in other regions, like the Moki marbles in Utah, have been explained by natural processes. Yet the Klerksdorp spheres remain an exception. Their precision and extreme age challenge current understanding of what should have existed in that era. Whether these spheres formed through unknown natural forces or came from an entirely different source, their existence remains one of the most difficult and unresolved anomalies found in ancient rock. 8. The Antikythera mechanism. Recovered in 1901 from a shipwreck near the Greek island of Antikythera, a corroded bronze fragment revealed an ancient device unlike anything else from its time. Hidden within were intricate gears, dials, and inscriptions that formed a sophisticated astronomical instrument. Built more than 2,100 years ago, it could track planetary movements, predict eclipses, and calculate the moon's irregular orbit. Abilities modern science did not fully grasp until centuries later. No other artifact from ancient Greece shows similar complexity. Some researchers believe it may have been a replica of an even older mechanism that has since disappeared from history. If true, this suggests a level of technical knowledge far beyond what was believed possible for that period. The Antikythera mechanism continues to stand alone in the historical record without explanation or context. It remains a silent example of ancient innovation, built with precision that should not have existed, and raises questions no one has been able to answer. 7. The ancient Egyptian light bulb. Inside the Temple of Hathor in Dendera, Egypt, one carved relief stands apart from the rest. It shows a large bulb-like object containing what appears to be a filament, with human figures surrounding it. Some believe this carving suggests the ancient Egyptians may have known more about electricity than previously assumed. Interest grew when Erich von Däniken created a model of the object, which emitted light when connected to power. Critics argue the carving represents a lotus flower and serpent, traditional symbols of creation and energy. But the debate continues, especially since many tombs and temples show no signs of soot or torch residue, despite being deep and lightless structures. Whether this was symbolic art or something more functional remains unclear. There is no direct evidence for electrical technology in ancient Egypt, but no definitive explanation for the relief either. For now, the carving remains one of the most unusual and unexplained images preserved in stone. 6. The Iron Pillar of Delhi. In the heart of Delhi stands a 7-meter-tall iron column that has resisted rust for more than 1,500 years. This ancient structure, dating to around 400 AD and linked to King Chandragupta II, is made from iron of remarkably high purity, 99.72%, and shows minimal corrosion despite centuries of exposure. Scientists have studied it for decades, trying to understand how such metalwork was possible at that time. One theory points to a unique combination of materials, including phosphorus, which may have helped form a protective film. Others cite the dry climate and environmental conditions as contributing factors. Still, even with modern analysis, the exact technique used to forge and preserve the pillar remains unknown. It stands not only as a monument to India's past, but also as a challenge to modern metallurgy. Whether the result of advanced knowledge or an unexpected chemical process, the iron pillar continues to hold its secrets, unchanged by time and untouched by rust. 5. The Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript stands as one of the most perplexing books ever recorded. This 240-page codex, uncovered in 1912 by Polish book dealer Wilfred Voynich, is filled with an undeciphered language, unfamiliar diagrams, and strange illustrations of plants, celestial charts, and cryptic symbols. Despite more than a century of examination, no researcher has managed to interpret its content. Explanations stretch in many directions. Some view it as an alchemical manual. Others believe it hides messages from a forgotten civilization. More unconventional theories suggest it represents a non-human form of writing. Even elite World War II cryptographers and modern artificial intelligence systems have failed to reveal its meaning. Skeptics argue it may be an elaborate fabrication meant to mislead collectors. Yet the manuscript follows consistent linguistic patterns, something meaningless scribbling rarely maintains. If it is false, it is unusually structured. If it is encoded, no key has appeared. And if it contains genuine knowledge, the identity and purpose of its author remain completely unknown. 4. The Kozo Artifact, 500,000-year-old spark plug. In 1961, 3 rock collectors near Atlanta, California, were breaking open geodes when one revealed something entirely unexpected: a spark plug embedded inside. The object, later called the Kozo Artifact, raised immediate questions. One of the discoverers, Virginia Maxey, stated that a geologist examined the surrounding material and estimated an age of 500,000 years. If accurate, the implications would be extraordinary. Uncertainty followed. The geologist was never publicly identified, and the artifact later disappeared, leaving only X-rays and early sketches. Skeptics contend it was a modern spark plug encased in fast-forming mineral deposits rather than an ancient object. Still, critics such as Pierre Stromberg and Paul Heinrich acknowledge there was no conclusive proof of fabrication. With the artifact no longer available for testing, verification is impossible. Whether it reflected misidentification or something far stranger, the disappearance ensures the question remains open. The Kozo artifact continues to exist only through fragments of documentation and unresolved debate. 3. The Saqqara bird. In 1898, archaeologists excavating the Padi Amen tomb in Saqqara, Egypt, uncovered a small wooden object carved from sycamore. Weighing only 40 grams and measuring roughly 7 inches, it was initially cataloged as a simple bird figurine from around 200 BC. Closer inspection revealed inconsistencies. Its form does not resemble any known bird. Its tail stands vertically instead of horizontally, closely resembling the stabilizer of a modern aircraft. This unusual design led some researchers to question whether the ancient Egyptians had explored principles of flight. Dr. Khalil Messiha, both physician and archaeologist, suggested it reflected early understanding of aerodynamics. Others consider it symbolic, ceremonial, or possibly a child's object. The greater uncertainty lies in the absence of any historical explanation. No records describe its intended use. Whether it represents forgotten experimentation or ordinary craftsmanship remains unresolved. The Saqqara bird continues to exist without context, leaving behind form, speculation, and silence. 2. The London Hammer. During the 1930s, Max and Emma Hahn encountered a rock with part of a wooden handle protruding from it while walking in Texas. They later split it open and discovered a hammer encased inside. Reports claim the surrounding stone dated back roughly 400 million years, long before the age of dinosaurs. Some estimates extended the hammer's age even further, noting portions of its handle appeared partially coalified. Creationist groups later promoted it as evidence of an ancient civilization predating recorded history. Problems quickly emerged. The hammer's design closely matches tools manufactured in 19th century America. Many geologists argue that the mineral deposits hardened around the object far more recently, creating the impression of great age. The hammer is currently housed in a creationist museum and is unavailable for independent scientific testing. Without transparent analysis, neither extraordinary claims nor conventional explanations can be confirmed. The London Hammer remains suspended between interpretation and uncertainty, protected more by restricted access than by evidence. 1. Zhang Heng's ancient earthquake detector. In 132 AD, Chinese scholar Zhang Heng introduced an invention far beyond the expectations of the era, a bronze seismoscope capable of detecting earthquakes from great distances. Decorated with dragon figures, the device did more than register seismic activity. It indicated the precise direction of a disturbance. In 138 AD, the instrument registered an earthquake hundreds of miles west of Luoyang, despite no tremors being felt locally. Officials doubted the reading until messengers later confirmed the event. The internal operation remains debated. Some reconstructions involve a suspended pendulum releasing metal balls into dragon mouths. Others propose internal fluid mechanisms. What remains clear is that modern replicas built from surviving descriptions function successfully. Zhang Heng achieved accurate earthquake detection more than a millennium before the seismograph was developed. His device stands as one of the most quietly remarkable technological accomplishments of the ancient world, revealing precision and understanding that history long underestimated. So what do you think about these objects? Well, let us know in the comments below. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, then like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you later.